Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Talking Dash League. I'm Dre Day all day. You know what's up. We just got done with Dash League Finals, ARC versus TBD, and I wasn't paying attention. What happened, man? I had something to do. What was going on?
I think it was a stalemate. I think they decided to lay down their guns and just not even shoot each other. It was pretty crazy.
I like that. That sounds like a honest thing to do, you know, a fair thing.
Yeah, they declared peace upon each other and not war, and everyone just stood around and hugged each other for about 45 minutes straight, and it was a good time, man.
No one gave us the memo to leave.
Hey, what's up, man?
So, by the way, let me go ahead and introduce everybody that we got in this awesome media booth. You know, let me get to, where's the channel? How come I can't? Okay, there we are. Who's in here? You guys want to just introduce yourselves? No, you guys get out of control. In the place to be, I got what up, one up. How you feeling, man? You feeling good?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man.
Thank
Hell
you.
of a match.
Thank you for being here. And by the way, thank you to SNVR for helping me create that commercial. It was awesome. And thank you to Mike Black. I really appreciate your guys' collaboration on that. That was awesome. My co-host Percent, what's up, man? How you feeling? Good?
Dude, yeah, that was a crazy match. It was awesome to watch, man. I'm excited to talk about what's going to happen in the future in this league.
Hey, thank you for being here. We got the homie Moderation, the place to be. How you feeling, Moderation?
Feeling great. Thanks for having me.
Woo! Thank you for being here. We also got Classic Scout. He's here. He's not afraid to show his face. Thank you for being here, Classic Scout.
Hi, me.
Thank you. Also in the place to be, we got the homie Dark Moon. How you feeling, Dark Moon?
Feeling good.
Also in the place to be, we got Gatsby.
How's it going? That was a fun match to watch. I'm excited to do a little bit of a post-mortem on season 1. It is now dead. Long live season 2. I think we've got a lot of exciting things planned, and just get this BS wrapped up and move on to the next big thing.
Basically, what you're saying is put a nice bow on this season, then get ready for the next, and we either stay the same or get better. That's the only way I see it.
Always improving, man. That's the policy.
Also in the place to be, we got Lord Style Dev. Thank you so much.
Yep, I'm here, and let's do this.
Also in the place to be, the commissioner's bish, Lateralis. Thank you so much, Lord Lateralis.
Thank you, Dre. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm
That was a great cast on the finals right there.
Hey, we got through it together. It was a little glitchy now and then, but for the most part, I gave it a 95%. I'm happy, man.
Yeah, I'm happy too. It was a good cast, dude.
Also in the place to be, my co-host who's been with me for most of the cast, Makers. How you feeling, man? That was a tremendous win.
Oh, feeling great. Feeling fantastic, man. And shout out to you too, man, for putting on a good stream. I was hoping to be able to watch it, but you know, I was trying to concentrate on the insanity on the comm. So I will watch the stream back and probably listen to all the glorious commentary that you guys had.
Hey, you're gonna trip out because I mean, at one point the servers broke down and the glitch hunters broke in, and it was crazy, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. It was crazy. I don't know. It was. I mean, how do I control the servers? I don't have access. I'm not a mod.
Hey, I'm just glad the servers held together through that whole thing.
Hey,
we didn't have to go through, you know, a reset or something.
We kept the hamster on the wheel, man. We kept the hamster on the wheel, and they were like, we're going. Last but not least, only because he's at the end of this list, but not because he's last. The boy Roy, how you feeling, the boy?
What's up? I'm doing good, you know. Good job to TBD and Arc and Dre for streaming and all the casters. It was good stuff.
Hey, and somebody,
Yo, who was that?
I don't know. I don't know who that was.
It was RDF.
They said RDF family, but they went away.
I think it was Dark Moon. Dark Moon's face.
Was that Dark Moon's face? Did we just see
That was
Dark
Dark
Moon's
Moon face reveal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the secret.
Holy crap! Was that really him?
We're gonna have to
Lord,
plastic surgery.
Wait, is Lat
Everyone's getting in on it.
Everybody's doing it.
Show us.
Lat, please don't show any kind of body part.
Dude, you realize that currently 1V is shutting down all of their social media and game accounts and is relocating the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
They just moved. They now live in Bosnia.
Oh yeah.
So thank you so much for being here, and this is Talking Dash League. We're gonna talk finals. Anything you guys want us to talk about? Any topics?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Is this live streaming on YouTube, or where is this at?
It's YouTube.
Yeah, I don't see your link. So when you get it, oh, there it is. Now I see it finally. Okay.
Sorry.
Continue. Sorry.
I got it.
Hey.
All right. So do we want to lead in with the awards discussion here, Lat?
Yeah, let me post this link up real quick.
Hey, welcome here, Dre Day All Day.
Yeah, cool.
Dashley TV. It was an awesome season. The cast for me has been awesome as far as my perspective. I don't think I've talked about it. And I've tried to improve every cast, trying to make it better, trying to make it more professional, but still having fun and giving you guys a great performance. And I'm glad we got to, at the end, we were smooth. Thank you to everybody who helped me get there.
Oh, man. Everyone, look at Classic. I'm sorry.
What are we looking at?
Doge reveal.
Face reveal.
Hey, it really is classic.
Oh, man. Neck broke.
I saw the top of his head. Holy crap.
I like the lighting he's got going on.
Weird. Am I getting up on a list because of this? Wait a minute.
Who do we got here now? Who's this? Who's this?
I'm going to drop this chat.
Color changing background light. Look at that. Do you play like
That's
that?
pretty dope, man. Yeah. I mean, you don't see the light when you're playing.
I mean, you guys all saw Onyx's logo. That's
Yeah.
Let me also-
doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, we didn't use the robot for that. No, that was classic modeling.
Let me also say that at the beginning of the season, when I told people whoever wins is gonna get those pins, and TBD told me like, oh, you have to keep them for yourself because we're gonna win the season. I thought they were being a little cocky, but you know what? They walked the walk and they talked the talk, and look at where we're at, man.
Yeah,
That's
Keep
pretty
those
awesome.
pins.
So you guys are gonna get your pins. Probably gonna mail them to 1V because he's just gonna pass them out to everybody, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, you save on postage. Makes it easy.
I'm gonna send Makers his.
All right, so do we want to get into the award stuff now? Then?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna try to. We haven't really nailed down what time we're gonna do the awards. Sometime next Saturday or Sunday. We've got the Alias tournament going on then, so we just have to nail down the time. So that'll be announced later. But we're going to do various awards. So we're gonna do MVD again, of course. We're gonna do a Coach of the Year, a Rookie of the Year, and a Most Improved Player. Now we might switch some names around here. This is what we have initially. We may or may not switch some names. So we'll see. There might be some tweaking because we just kind of threw these together today, but we all discussed them at length for a little while, so they might stay as is. But we're also going to do, there's some awards that I'm planning on doing that aren't really votable awards. Like I want to do like top kills and a top score per game and a top score per minute for payload, top score per minute for domination and control point. And all that, so we'll name who the best are and all those things also. But for the big award, so for MVD, that'll be between Recco, Maverick, Laggy, Lumi, Midnight, and Firelight.
Mitty.
So that's one representative from each playoff team. It kind of just fell into place that way. All those dudes are pretty high up in the stat list and killed it this season. So
As
all
is
very
that
deserving.
gal.
Wait.
What?
Midnight didn't
Don't
even play in
forget
the
Mitty.
playoffs.
Midnight did not play in the playoffs, but her team was
This
in the
isn't
playoffs.
about the playoffs.
Okay.
Technically, Dark Moon didn't play in the finals.
My name is Didi.
Yeah,
Didi.
right.
Yeah.
Except for now, I'm King Didi.
King Diddy.
King Didi, I like that. Oh, y'all should change. Yeah, you should change your team name again to King. I like
My
that.
initials are DM, which is just weird because that's Dark Moon. That's what I
No,
always said
it's
to you.
deathmatch. Okay.
Yeah,
Death-
well, yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, what it is it's solicitation.
It's direct message.
Yeah.
Asking for it.
Yeah.
Hit him up. Hey, so
Yeah, we
Maker.
didn't really think all this through that far.
Hey, so Makers, what'd you think of that intro, man? What'd you think of the? It was just some light jabs.
Yeah, it was fire. It was fire. You could have turned it up the troll notch a bit more. We could all handle it. I think I could have handled it too, but I think it was tasteful and perfect. So good job.
I'm glad to hear that, man. But I don't know if I could have taken it anymore. But shout outs to both teams. It was awesome, and shout outs to everybody who helped out SNVR and Mike Black. What else can we say about Ark's performance, man? The compodium, the condoms did not work.
Hey, Dre.
What's up?
Dre, how high are you right now?
I'm super high. Hey, what happened? What'd I do?
High up
You
on this
completely
throne.
forgot we were going through the awards.
I was waiting to say something. I was like, all right, cool.
Sorry.
Getting straight into interviews.
Jesus.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
sorry.
let's finish these up and then we'll get into that, Dre. So, all right, so for MVD, Recco, Mav, Lackey, Lumi, Midnight, Firelight. Coach of the year. Fathead, Gatsby, Style, Makers, Odd, Midnight. So again, those are the movers and shakers of the playoff teams. And then Rookie of the Year, we got Dragon VR, Bartimaeus, One Up Crit, and Smaud.
Boy, these guys like rookies.
And then-
That sounds ridiculous right there.
They are though.
I know. It's
Yep,
crazy.
all of them.
amazing.
And most improved, we're going with OK, Izzy, Whoopsie, Dark Ghost, Parsnip, and Oak.
I'd say whoopsie. Sorry.
Ooh, not time to vote yet. But now we know what
We're
it's
not voting
voted.
right now.
Yeah.
You could
But
argue.
anyway,
No,
all
I'm glad
deserving
that we-
people. There, of course,
Yeah.
were snubs. There's more people we could have added to the lists and stuff like that. And that's just how it goes for awards. So let's not have the argument this time around like, oh, this person was snubbed, that person was snubbed. It just makes it too freaking confusing. All the people here are deserving, so let's not take away from that. As I said, names might get tweaked if we really feel like we did miss something or whatever, but it'll probably stay as is.
This guy's
Like we
just-
mentioned, it'd have to be some egregious. What?
You think that just saying that there won't be drama and argument means it won't be?
Well, you can hope.
Dude,
You
you've
can
got
hope.
to you've got to
don't expect that will
manifest
happen.
what you want in life.
I will say, so one of the things, just before we get into why isn't this person here and that person, a big deciding factor was how much you actually played. There are some people who have super high stats, but they've played 2 maps or 4 maps or 6 maps. Most of the people we've picked here have played at least 10 maps. So everyone listed has put in time with their teams. So I think they're more deserving than people who may have some better numbers or more name recognition who actually didn't play very much this season.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind before you start your complaining about who the choices are.
I'm sure you.
And
guys
also
put a
keep in
lot of
mind
thought
we
into it.
yeah, well, we try to represent each team instead of like doing an MVD from, because I mean obviously RDF has multiple people that could be thrown into the MVD conversation. So instead of diluting the vote with a ton of people, we just tried to pick like one from each team, sort of thing like that. So anyway, you guys can complain, but it won't get you anywhere.
I'm not gonna complain.
This is Dash League. What else are we gonna do?
So, I'm excited about especially the last 2 categories. You've got the Rookie of the Year and the Most Improved. I think those are important categories because we've seen some new players that have come in that just really hit the ground running. One Up Crit being a good example of that, as well as someone like Bartimaeus. I mean, all of them. They are all fantastic in their own way, and that needs to be acknowledged. The people that went into such a higher level of competition, but were still able to maintain their performance, and that's really respectable. But also most improved, because other people come into it or played last season, struggled a little bit, but then kept on progressing, kept on improving, getting better, and making a larger impact for the team. And you see that with a lot of those players, especially someone like Parsnip, I have to shout out, who was, to be honest, I think he knows this, but like when he first started out, he was middling, he was good, but he couldn't really like fully take over a game to the end of the season, where we saw him in a few matches just go on absolute tears. And so we want to be able to acknowledge those people and the work they put in.
That dude's a monster.
Are these lists in written form yet?
They're
yet, we'll
only
post it up
posted
later.
privately, yeah, currently.
I was gonna say soup okay, or other okay, and and Mr. Soap. I think those are the most improved 2 players that
So-
I've ever seen.
So OK is in the list. He's in the most improved list.
Well deserved too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
stepped
Yeah.
up big
Sure,
time.
for sure.
Okay, is a monster out there, man.
OK flies under the radar. He doesn't get talked about very much, and I don't know why that is. But
He's such
dude's
a
an absolute
he's such a
killer.
silent player.
Well, he wasn't
Yeah.
as big of a force to be reckoned with in season 0 as he is now.
Well,
Yeah.
we got someone in this chat right here that should be on that list too in percent. I mean, dude, you went from from like I mean I didn't even know who you were to like I know exactly who you are when I'm in a lobby. You know, it's like you have stepped your game up so massively. I mean, there's a lot of players. That's why it's hard to make a list. It's just so many.
Well, I do have to say, in Percent's defense, I did advocate for him to be on this list in a different category. I thought it'd be really funny if we put him into the Coach of the Year nominations, but for TMNM.
Oh yeah.
I
forgot to do the joke, Nancy.
Yeah, I still think it would have been amazing because Midnight has acknowledged that she does no coaching.
I was planning on making the joke, but even even if Midnight does no coaching or whatever, she still busted her ass to just put 5 people together.
Seriously,
to even play.
No, she put together.
She had to put a lot of work in to just keep that team active.
Yeah, we should have a separate
drama and stress about trying to manage the team and all that. She faced some. I'm sure she internalized.
Yeah. No, there should be a separate award for player wrangler, and Midnight would definitely be on there. I think that probably Percent would be on there as well, and I'm trying to think of who else. There's a couple other people that definitely have gone through the gauntlet of just trying to field a team.
Odd.
Yeah, Odd's probably on there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the verge of not continuing early on.
Yeah.
For sure. They stepped it up big time. They went from their full roster to split down the middle, and then they took it all the way to finals. So big shout out to them. That they were at the nexus point of deciding, I don't think we can do it with this few players, and then they did, and they crushed it. So good job.
So listen, everybody on the coach list is completely deserving. I mean, so okay, I'm looking at the list right now. So Fathead, he the recruiting that dude did just to pick up all the players that he picked up.
Yeah.
If you just took all the players he picked up mid-season and just put them on a team, they would be a contending playoff team. Just those players he picked up. So that was awesome to pull them in. It takes a lot of effort to get some great recruits like that. So a lot of work behind the scenes. So
that maniacal into a team.
Yeah,
that
one I give him a little bit less credit for because Daddy's on the team too, and if she was going to go to a team, it would have been.
Fair point.
We were
fair
talking
point.
about that in Elite too. Elite initially was we weren't going to have anyone under 18 on the team, so we didn't even approach her at that point, or maybe we did. I don't know, but anyway, they relaxed those rules and whatever. So she would have.
I want to clarify.
If you had to guess any team she'd go to, it would have been that one.
So then
you have. So then you have Gatsby, who took other from like a middling team in season 0, and also did some heavy recruiting. And being inside on that one, I can tell you how much effort the whole team, but especially Gatsby, puts into organizing it and that sort of stuff. So so Gatsby definitely for pulling other up into making it a playoff team, made it to the semifinals. So great work there. Style Dev UNSC is again another playoff team, great as always. Kept that team together. I know when they played those 5 that they put against us.
Oh my God, it was a
these
nightmare.
guys could absolutely win everything. So
are we allowed to
absolute
vote for
brilliant
our
team
own
over
team captains in this one?
Probably.
Say what?
Are we allowed to vote for our own team captains in this one?
Yeah, vote for whoever you want. That's how all-star and awards voting goes. You vote for the people you like, but also
only legal votes will count. Only legal votes will count, just to be clear.
Hey, can we have a bunch of absentee and mail-in ballots that are counted 12 days later?
We'll count the votes over the course of 1 week.
Who's considered absentee? Would that be like Vision X? I think that's the only person I can think of.
Alakai would as well.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Alakai too. That works.
No,
I'm sure
I think
Style
he's
Dev
dead,
will
but you can still use that.
Style Dev will get some ballot system up on the website soon. So we'll announce when voting's open and everything like that. But anyway, that's the awards. I think Fathead is designing an alt space room for it. We're gonna do a roast also next weekend if that all comes together. So that'll be fun.
Oh, it's gonna come
check
together.
in for that stuff.
Just like Lat.
Hey, but Lat, go ahead and tell us about the awards. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Thanks, Dre. So kick it off.
Dre, stop hitting it, okay?
No, I can't.
You're too far in already. Drink some coffee, man.
Hey, it's party for me. It's a party. It's congratulations, TBD, the team. With they solidified their place on top. They got the crown. They got the trophy. They got the names on the level. They got the what else? They got what's Quit VR providing? What's the jackpot at now?
He's paying for all us to go to the Disney World.
Disney World's closed right now.
I'm sure playing
If I
tickets
may,
are cheaper now.
I have to say, 250 was matched by Equip VR.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
what I'm
awesome
talking about.
style.
Yeah.
No, that's
a great donation. Thanks for that.
Solid.
It is. That's amazing.
It's a freaking party.
Shout out to the poker crew for getting the pot rolling.
Poker crew tossed a bunch of money in there too.
Poker crew is awesome.
Hopefully the pot next season will be even bigger.
Hey, we need another matchup soon. Another
we
poker
need
match.
To play poker more. It's kind of started slowing down as the season was starting to become a huge grind. But I miss playing those games with you guys.
Been too long.
It's about time. It's about time to get back into that now that there's a little bit of breathing room, as opposed to having to schedule matches and scrimmages and team practices, and for some of us dealing with
don't sleep.
Everything else in
don't
between.
Don't sleep because you got Division 2 coming your way, and we're gonna have just as much action coming out of that for you guys. And why Season 1 rest? You know, Division 1 puts on their relaxed shoes. Division 2 is gonna bring the action for you. Phoenix,
Dude,
baby. Phoenix.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how Division 2 develops.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
What do you guys think about RDF coaching a team?
I think that's a terrifying notion.
No, I think it should happen.
I think it'll happen.
And I don't mean for the rest of us. I mean for the players that you're coaching. Be like, how are you not landing all your headshots? Smack.
Tell them to switch to 2-letter names.
Yeah.
You know, in the chat, Cool and Good Name just brought up a good point that Acme very well might steamroll. I mean, that team is just incredible.
I mean, you can say that, but look at some of the other teams. Like,
oh no, I think every team's great.
Phoenix is looking great. Death is looking great. Death just got Bloodhound, I believe.
How Death develops, because I played a lot of people on there, and they are solid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Playing with a lot of the Division 2 people, it's made me feel like an old timer in this game. You know, I feel like I can't catch up.
I know Oak doesn't like fighting them.
Yeah, and Death does need a shout out. I mean, Grim Reaper and Grim Reaper, the Grims. I mean, I see them out in the lobby. Like, it's just out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they're out there practicing and getting better and playing hard. It's amazing. And then you know how
they've been working their asses off.
Yeah, I love seeing that.
They're putting a lot of hustle in.
And then people saying, you know, like one team is
2 months.
Well, that's the thing.
Go ahead,
some
Baker.
people
Sorry,
like already saying, all right, Acme is like the
top
team.
Right? But you gotta remember, I'm an idiot.
No, you got to remember though, like in Season 0, the elites were like the undisputed. Like, how is anybody gonna beat these guys? And then the season starts, and then the whole story
done got beat.
Yeah, you make a good point. You make a good point. There's plenty of time left.
Well, and specifically, like I mentioned, Bloodhound is on Death now, I believe. And Bloodhound, he didn't play that many maps, but he's 5th in score per minute on the Dash League stats. Yeah, so like,
insane.
He's good. Dude's good. Like they got some good players on that team. Like I see talent across the board.
Yep.
I believe Axion just joined.
I love fighting against
Death as well.
Yeah, and Oak is not. I mean, people can really underestimate this guy, but he's a fantastic player. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people and kind of dominate.
I love Oak, man. Shout out to Oak.
Yep, shout out to Oak for sure.
Question, Gatsby. I'm looking at the Division 2 rosters. Is Bolt still a team? There doesn't seem to be many people on it.
So basically, he was looking for someone to help out, and I was like, I'd be happy to give you some advice if you need it. And he was like, thanks. And then I didn't hear from him. And then he posted the roster, and I was listed there as a coach. And I was like, okay. And I still haven't heard anything. So it's a little strange. I'm technically a coach for a team that I've never talked to. But you know what? Like, that's my level of commitment right now. I'm super down with my level of commitment being like, I am listed.
Oh shit! Altimian is coaching Acme. Oh no! Oh no! And they have Rembrandt. Oh no! The shock pistols are going to be everywhere.
And they got
already hear it.
Calvary.
Oh,
Boganacher.
Mr.
Wrong way to play.
Shocks,
Shock
shocks
signals
too.
everywhere.
You got lots of
They got-
shocks to the team, man.
They got Calverick, Boganacher. They got a lot of people. It's gonna
Calveric's
be,
great too. It's,
That's
yeah.
good too. He basically just graduated from Freshman Fridays.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the team is essentially full already.
hmm
I mean, we see
No,
how
there's
quickly
a lot of
players
talent.
become amazing. It happens so quickly, and then you put them on a team where they're actually like practicing. It's just ridiculous how quickly we're going to see new stars hit this game. So I'm
Oh
excited
yeah,
for
for
Division
sure.
2.
Thing is,
Yeah,
there
right.
there was a level of skill before Dash League started. There was the pub level of skill, and then once people started playing these organized games and getting in scrimmages and
then
And
TBD
becoming
joined and
part of the
it pushed
community
bar even
and-
higher.
Yeah.
becoming part of the community and exchanging ideas and all that sort of stuff, everyone grew so much. And
RDF was the
these
first
Division
people to
Two
spot
teams, as they play each other in scrimmage and work together as teams and all that stuff, they're going to improve so much too. So I mean, they've got 2 months to grow before the next season starts. So it'll be really interesting to see where they actually are, because there might be a couple of these teams that just decide to join Division 1 before it's all
Yeah.
said and done. So who knows?
Yeah, and like you said, that internal growth is huge. The general growth, like I can't even imagine how badly any one of the teams in Division 1 would kick their season 0 counterparts' butts. Like it would be
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. It would be such
Oh, yeah, for
a
sure.
brutal floor stomping, because
Yeah.
the meta of the game, like you think back to like the early games, you watch them, like payload games, people weren't using rockets or shocks. People were just sort of like collecting around the carts and shooting each other. There wasn't strategies for jumping on payload to stop movement. There wasn't strategies to use shields to push carts or defend cart. Like just that alone. And then you go to
Shields were still
Waterway,
obsolete.
utilizing snipers, utilizing shield and sniper, shotgun and shield, using shocks or rockets, which rockets are now starting to crop up on like Waterway, for example.
It was a pleasant
like-
surprise seeing Lumi pick up a shield earlier.
Yeah, so it's just like everyone's learning and changing, and even if it's not like a specific exchange of ideas, like, oh, let's talk about this. Like someone tries something and someone else sees them doing it and like, oh, that's interesting, I'm gonna try it, and then they're gonna improve on it, and it keeps building and building. And with the amount of time that this community spends playing this game, it changes real fast.
Hey,
I'd
Just
like to
speaking of which, anyone
Hey.
interested in learning how to dominate with rockets should watch the UNSC versus other game and go to the part right when others defending the checkpoint. That is the most masterful work I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Style,
Gatsby with the
That's
rocket.
not-
style,
Come on, man.
Gatsby?
Gatsby doesn't even more. Gatsby does not need more of an
Hey.
ego.
hey, Style Dev, I think you have a question for us.
Yeah, so the question from the chat is how long till season 2 of Dash League?
Ooh, good
We're
question.
For January?
Give
we're
us a
looking for
break,
maybe-
man. We
maybe
just
mid-January or
finished
something
season
like
one.
that.
Very tired.
After
So
holidays.
long. Like, think of Hyperdash time. Each month is so long.
Yeah, it's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Hyperdash season 1 ended with the Trump presidency, and Hyperdash season 2 will start with him leaving the office.
Right. But we have some things planned in the
Yeah.
interim. One being Sandlot, which is going to focus on bringing players in that are kind of coming out of Freshman Fridays and kind of get them geared up and maybe excited about getting into Division 2, Division 1, depending on their skill level. And then we have Fatheads Coliseum.
Yeah,
Teach
and
some
the tournaments I think is going to be a big focus. You know, like the investment into a season, it takes a lot of time gearing up for it. It takes a lot of time to get through it, and that's fine, and we love that. But in between, while we're waiting for there to be a time where everyone's able to really participate, and we all know what the holidays are like. The next couple of months are going to breeze by. A lot of stuff is going to be happening. So in the interim, to be able to have just one-off tournaments where a team gets picked and you get to play with people that you want to, or try playing with new people, it'll be a little bit more upbeat, faster paced, because things will be changing, and I think we'll keep it exciting, and we'll just be able to experiment with some stuff. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some domination tournaments, some payload tournaments, some control point tournaments, really just allow everyone to learn and grow and have fun.
Hey, and
Want
try.
me to explain the Coliseum quick? How many
Yeah.
people you got watching? Is it is it necessary to? Would it make sense to?
This is the first I've heard of the
17. So
Coliseum.
people could reference the
Okay,
video.
well, I put a post into the Dash League announcements a while ago and looking for who would be interested in it. But basically, how it'll work, if anyone was involved back when we ran the Great Fatsby tournament, how we did that is we picked team captains and then we let them pick their team. And it was a draft, so each team picked one and then one and one until we filled. And it was probably the most fun we've all had in any tournament. Because number one, we were forced to play with players we wouldn't usually play with. Number two, no team practiced together. So it was just, hey, everybody, let's just do our best. Let's try to communicate. And number three, it was just like kind of just quickly put together. And so that's what this Coliseum is going to be. It's going to be quick put together matches where you have 1 week. On Sunday night, 2 people will be drawn from the pool of players that sign up to be captains. Those 2 players will be announced, and the 8 players that they are choosing from will be announced. If we happen to have such a massive amount of people trying to do this, then we could run 2 Coliseum matches a week based on if we have 20 people signed up. But they will each will do a dash flip for first pick. They'll go back and forth picking their team secretly, so no one gets picked last. And they'll pick their teams, and then they will have that whole week to try to get a practice together. If they don't, too bad. If they do, great for them. But on Saturday will be the Coliseum match, and it'll just be a normal run Dash League match. Actually, that's not set in stone yet. We could do some funky shit. We could make them play one domination, 1 payload, and 1 mutators. Just to kind of mix it up.
3 mutators.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean, we could definitely do some mix-ups, and I'm open to suggestions with it as well. But I think it's a good thing to kind of bring the community together during the off-season so that we're not all, they're on that team, they're on this team, and hating each other and shit. We should all be one team, like I always say. So, yeah, that's Coliseum.
I'd like to address something from the finals match. I don't know if you guys are done about the Coliseum. Was that what you wanted to say?
Now I've got 10 more minutes worth of stuff to say now that I know that you're waiting on deck. So basically, no, okay, go for it, man.
So, I just wanted to acknowledge the whole name change thing. I don't think that allowing a drastic change to the flow last second on the finals match was a good move. I understand the backstory. I kind of heard some of it before we went live here. I just don't think that was a great move because it prevented ARC from being able to call out where each player was so that they could deal with people, and it also could potentially allow people to hide around a nook where their name tag would usually stand out and reveal them. So I just didn't think that was a great move. I think it really affected ARC's ability to call out players, and I think that kind of contributed towards the relative blowout that we saw today. I think that was kind of a mistake, and I feel bad for Odd, and I also think that at least so far he's taken it really well. So shout out to Odd for keeping his.
Yeah, I agree.
You're right, and most people are in agreement, but yeah, ARC didn't really care. I jumped into their lobby afterwards when there was 4 and 4 still in there from each team, and they were all still in pretty high spirits. I really don't think they gave a shit. At first, I think Odd was kind of like, what the hell is this? This is bullshit. But then I think he's like, you know what? It doesn't really matter. We are just going to shoot when we see them. And, you can say 1 on the left, 1 by boost, 1 by health, and it's the same thing as saying Rico by health, Dark Moon by health. You're actually saving yourself time.
Not if Rico's getting 100 kills and you got to stop him at all
It doesn't
costs.
matter if you know where he is. I'll tell you that. It don't matter if you know where the ghost is. He's going to get you.
I know the one thing.
But-
one thing with the name changes, it did make it a little bit confusing for some people watching. I saw in the chat, it did make it a little bit confusing on that part. So that's the only gripe I really have with the name changes, that it was confusing for new people who saw the commercial.
I agree
like,
with you,
where's
Boy.
DVD?
In fact,
The other thing-
you weren't on when I said this earlier, but the hardest part of that decision was you asking us to switch back, knowing that you've been supportive of us throughout all the adversity that we've had. That seems to be like almost like the world against us kind of thing. So that had to be one of the hardest things for us as a team.
Well,
to say no to you. And
I appreciate that. In a sense that that it was at that level, but at the same time, I was trying to make the point that for all that at bat I do, that you guys were going to be putting yourselves in the position to have fucking me bring out a whole goddamn new aluminum bat instead of this wood one I've been using. Like,
but still,
like fuck, man, you guys are going to make me fucking do it more.
Internally, though, when you got guys trying to get you banned or trying to alter results or trying to basically fight us not in the match, there's there was a lot of pressure on me to do something of a similar kind, and we honestly dialed it. If what I had ready was a 10, we dialed it down to a 1 or a 2.
I want to know what you had ready.
Yeah,
let's hear
what's the 10 you got?
Season's over, might as well drop it.
I know one of the things, but what else?
I don't think I need to make us more of the demons than we already are. I mean,
throw it out there. Season 1, anyways, it's over.
Yeah.
Let's not. I'm just talking about community unification. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Hey, by winning, do you get right?
Nothing unites the community more than drama.
That's actually true.
You know me.
That's actually true.
Like one person uniformly, kind of.
Honestly, like as the guy that's trying to like steer the PR ship of this team, I've had the stance of trying to be quiet and as political as possible, and so I fully was aware of this move and what kind of drama it would entail, and so I knew, but then again,
I think it's all fake news, honestly. I don't care if it's on tape. I didn't see it. It's fake news.
Makers, I've always backed you guys up. All the drama about RDF and TBD, and I'm always like, no, they're not that bad. I play with these guys all the time. They're actually cool guys. Like I've always had your back. But this shit today with the name, I gotta say that I think that you guys need your initials engraved on the wall of the map instead of your names.
I think that's what is gonna happen, dude. It was in the finals match. Hey. Honestly, that's all it's gonna be, and you guys are gonna go down.
That was
in history
the level.
As one letters.
The level of frustration and anger that we had in the team made it so that we didn't even give a damn about that. It was more of sticking it to the guys who've been sticking it to us. So
dude, that's solidification for history. You guys are gonna be on the billboards as letters. No one's gonna know it's you.
What I want to know is how did the Hyperdash gods from the intro know so much about you guys? Like I didn't know they even knew about you guys.
Hey, that maybe that intro was just enough to seal the deal. That I think you've put that intro out as I was talking to Fat and making the roster changes.
Jesus.
So we could blame you on that too.
The M stands for moderation.
Maybe Maker.
No, yeah, I was about to say that we're Other is in the process of changing our names so that we can claim that those are us up on the.
Yep. The R is really fathead.
Why would they put just the
real
one letter
fathead
of their name though?
I said that too.
Question though, real quick.
Yeah, UNSC is going to be either I's or L's. Capital I's or L's.
There's going to be rules.
Oh my gosh, everyone!
Super curious.
Everyone's talking over.
Super curious, Darkmoon.
What?
For the prize pool, so the money for RDF can be split up by points.
It goes to Makers. I already figured this out.
I know.
Figured this out
Makers
weeks
is
ago.
The captain. Oh,
yeah,
Makers
he's
just
gonna
makes
send
the
it to him.
entire amount.
I figured this shit out weeks ago, bro.
Yeah.
No. If RDF is getting money, I'm curious as what the breakdown if it's going to be based on points because Rico's getting the lion's share of that.
Yeah. More important, what are you guys gonna spend the money on?
Yeah, that's a better question.
Well, first of all, the money split or any of this stuff never came up once. Like our team has not cared about that, and I haven't even told him. But I'm not going to take a it's not a big deal. If any,
I'm just hoping that they tip the maids. They have to quit. Wop up all the sweat.
There's so much overhead over there. You're 100% right, Style. All the maids and the staff, the butlers, the people who wipe the sweat and dip the cloth in the rose-petaled water. Yeah, all that stuff costs a lot of money.
Honestly, I think it all needs to go to a maintenance crew pulling out all the nails from the floor.
Yeah, and make sure you pay the dude that's greasing up Rico's robot hands.
Honestly, I
Let's
think
let
more than the
Darkman
money.
answer.
I know, right? And Moon,
More than
yeah,
the
all
money.
these guys. It's ridiculous.
More than the money, I think we need to add the most invaluable prize to this, which is the art compendium to the TBD.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you guys
As
get rights to
losing?
it?
I think that compendium was written not with what we just showed in mind.
Oh. Hey, I have a good question from the chat. It says, "Can the commissioner serve more than 2 terms?" What's going on? What's gonna happen, commissioner?
Wow.
Question.
This is the North Korea situation, just to be clear.
Yeah.
No, I already answered that. That Hyperdash is my account. I said no. He will be beheaded after the revolution. So, someone will have to kill me.
If any of you guys are
So
interested
you'll
in
have to
that,
take
get
over.
at me and Fathead. We already have a compendium of our own.
Coup ready. Yeah, we have a coup
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm expecting mutiny at some point.
We have a coup on standby, and Lat has coup insurance.
I do have a
forgot to re-up
question
that.
about like the future of. I don't know if is there any update on VRML and how that'll work along with season 2 of the Dash League?
Ooh,
We'll
that's
have-
a
we'll have
very good
announcements.
question.
Yeah, now that the season's over, we'll have announcements about that pretty soon. So, yeah, we're already planning on stuff for that. So we'll have that announced fairly soon.
Cool.
Dash League, baby.
That was such a
Secretive.
measured, like, informationless answer, but yeah.
Can you give us a spoiler
Yeah, we'll have
on
it
what's
soon.
gonna happen? Like, really annoying.
Can you go into detail of what's gonna happen exactly, step by step, hour by hour?
It'll be the
2?
status quo. It'll be par for the course for Dashley.
Hey, I hope Dash League Division 2 is gonna be just as good as Division 1. We're gonna try to up the streams for that one too. Just because,
Dude, it's gonna be like college football. It's gonna be way more exciting.
hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching college football right now. True story.
And who's winning?
I don't believe you.
My team's winning.
Your team. All
My
right.
team's winning.
Oregon. University of Oregon.
Heisenberg says college fund. They're gonna donate the money to a college fund. Yeah.
That's a good idea, but it's like a small amount of money.
Yeah, that's gonna
Sure.
go. That's gonna
Ooh,
cover
burn.
3 meals in the cafeteria.
And yes, I am a furry. I'm furry all over. I have a furry back, a furry butt. It's furry everywhere. Somebody asked.
Oh no.
Somebody asked. I didn't just bring this up.
Still loves him.
Hey, but thank you guys for dealing with all my crap and all the shit that I do. I mean, I just try to bring a different flavor to this. We could do it the normal way and talk golf, or we could do it this way and have fun, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
This whole season's
man,
been
let's
crazy,
go.
man. This whole season's been crazy. It's been awesome to get input from everybody. And
Oh,
from
I've been.
developers.
I had a question I wanted to ask everybody. So let's. I mean, we haven't really reflected on the overall season much, even the regular season. But I want to hear from everyone what your favorite play that you had during the season was. If anyone has like a play that they had that they're really proud of.
We should go down the
Can
line.
I go first?
In the Discord call, probably, just to keep things organized.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So
to
when
go.
I don't want to start.
You're at the top
Well,
of
you
the list.
upgrade, Ninja. Upgrade. You got mine. You go first.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the proudest play for myself was, UNSC versus Vibe. Coming in clutch on that orange payload map. The whole team.
Ooh,
just in
stop.
sync.
Ooh, it hurts.
I'm
It
sorry,
hurts.
Pat. I sneak up behind you guys, get the drop on you, and then team followed up and just to
Like a
clutch that
ninja.
last second victory there. That was awesome. Never forget
Yeah,
that.
I remember
The
that
early-
one very
the early
clearly.
kill
That's
record,
pretty
right?
beautiful.
97 kills in the match too.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But I
good.
like to get in the drop on Fat there, sneak up on him
Yeah.
every once in a while. It's pretty
Dude, no,
rewarding.
everyone else was alive. I was dead. I feel like I see this in my dreams because I had the gray screen and I was like, all right, hold it tight. Behind you! I screamed. And like, none of them turned around and you just lit them up. And then I was trying to jump onto the payload I can't remember who jumped on and got the win for you guys, but I was the only one left trying to get on there. Oh, me and Annette were trying to get on the cart and couldn't. I'm glad that they
I
fixed
remember
that now.
seeing I remember seeing you throw your robot arms in game when.
Oh
when
yeah,
the timer
dude.
ended.
Yes.
I was fucking throwing them all over the place. I was pissed.
And I want to add to this real quick. I played for 5 minutes the new alpha, and it was orange payload. We're at that exact moment. I'm in Fathead's position. Last second they jump on, and I literally just walked up onto the payload because
Yeah, it feels
and it
nice,
was
huh?
done.
Yeah, it feels nice, huh?
Nice fix. Much needed.
All right, percent. What are you at? What's your favorite play? Whether it was you or someone else?
My favorite play just happened. Rico popping someone in the head, dropping down mid-drop, gets another one right in the head. That was crazy.
A play that you made, dude.
Oh, play that I made.
Oh, it's our own plays?
Our own plays? Shit.
All
Y'all
right.
probably don't even have my favorite plays on the stream. I had a few times in season where I'd got like full team clears. It was pretty exciting for me, but I guess I couldn't even nail it down. It happened a few times.
Oh damn! Look at you, multiple team kills.
You know what? Actually, I will say I think it was HHI when I had some shocks. I wasn't even using shocks at all back then, but I grabbed them and I was just like hiding in their house and I kept popping out and I think I got 8 kills. Just like really should have gotten them, but it was awesome.
Nice,
You're now known as 100%.
All right, Mod.
You know, I don't think I really had that great of a season. I would say my favorite thing was probably just getting a kill on Rico at some point.
That's completely fair.
Let's check the tape and see if that even happened.
It probably didn't. I think I probably killed all the other 4 of TBD a whole bunch of times, and never Rico.
I have a
think
bad
Dre's
feeling-
probably got the best input here because he can. Which one actually comes to memory, Dre, when you think of best play? Because you've seen everything. So, like, when you think of the craziest shit you saw this season, what was it?
The craziest was like the checkpoint when it was like down to the last second and they got it. They get it in the last second, but that happened multiple times. But
Vibe did it to TBD. That was pretty. Or 2. Who did we do that?
Other
to?
still had the best
think Other did.
payload
Yeah.
checkpoint push.
When it's
which
my
was
Against
turn,
Vibe.
when it's my turn, I'll
Against
do that
Vibe,
one.
yeah.
15 seconds
Yep.
of
was
overtime.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
actually, my favorite
You got
was
overtime.
when Vibe couldn't figure out how domination, sudden death worked. And
Oh, I love it.
You know what?
I
Hey,
love
I'm gonna revise mine. That's
Oh,
also
man.
my favorite play.
it. When I went back and watched you guys casting that, it was so funny. You're like, I just, I'm excited to see what Fathead, has told them to do here, and like, or whether he's even
The
told them
answer was
anything.
nothing.
Let's
Yeah.
find out. Let's find out. And then it was just like no one went in at all.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Honestly, like during that day, it dawned on me like, oh shit, like team name doesn't play that much. Like they may or may not actually
have
be
no
aware
idea.
of it all. So like I went in chat and I kind of gave them a quick rundown on how we're gonna take care of it, and they did an excellent job. Honestly, guys, like they did exactly what I told them to do, and I think we would have won even if they knew what they were doing.
I also say my other favorite moment was the day that Fathead called me out, and I started playing Hyper Dash more ever since. So thanks, Fathead.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I have been seeing
That
you a
was
lot
clutch
lately.
play.
Yeah.
All right, Classic, you're up, bud. I have a bad
Alright.
feeling I know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is. But I have 2. I have 2. The first one was during Arc versus Other.
Yep.
Oh no.
And I just
What about it?
I came in for the clutch with the shock, and then Gatsby like shat himself. I can tell, even though he was muted, I can tell by his dead body.
Yeah. Hearing the comms, I can tell you that definitely happened.
All right. I'm gonna have some words for you in our team Discord in a moment.
Oh yeah.
And also, freaking the biggest power play freaking this season was making Percent the second captain of Onyx. That
Oh,
was a big
absolutely.
power play.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Huge.
No regrets.
Wait, making him the second captain of Onyx or making him the second captain of TMNM?
Both.
If you think about it,
Like one
Classic
led to
was
the other.
responsible for both of those.
Damn it, Bobby.
Kinda. No, actually, it was like Percent who said maybe I should be captain, and then I said okay. It's all him.
I felt like I could contribute a little bit. I tried.
Yeah.
Hey, Percent, you
I'm
did.
not
Hey, but besides being on the team, thank you so much for helping me out the cast so much that you took over the follow cam and you became a part of Dash League TV. So You might have been on losing. You might have been on losing teams. Sorry, I couldn't help you with that, but you're on a winning team over here.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me.
Gatsby, you're up.
Oh man.
The legendary blue performance.
Yeah, the blue performance is great. That was more the whole game. I did enjoy that moment on that blue where I killed Fat and Maniac with the same shock blast. That was fun. But it probably has to be the quarters against UNSC, where I had a 3-kill streak to cap off the last point, which included blowing up Style Dev as he lunged for the button. And kind of sent him flying.
I knew you were going to say that.
I
was as soon as we started this.
Yeah, so I killed Ultimian and Titan from behind, and then came up on the button as it was counting down to 1, and I saw him dashing in and was able to blow him up. That was pretty gratifying.
That was epic. I'll admit it.
Nice.
Laggy.
Classic laggy entrance. Leon.
This season was great. Yeah, I think I've had a few plays that were not captured because the cam was always on Gatsby or Lat or Tor. So I'm kind of salty about that. I'm
we got
sure
you.
I've had plenty of good plays, but if anything, I've been my ego has just been growing out of control since that TVD match.
We can vouch. We can vouch for that.
Well deserved, Laggy. Well deserved.
Going top dasher 3 maps in a row. I'm really proud of that. You guys were awesome that game.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't have much to say.
Laggy has gotten bonkers good, and that's reflected by you look at his stats overall and the fact that he's in the MVD discussion. Like Laggy went from being like he could perform really, really well for a stretch, but then would struggle here and there. But then over like the last like 3 quarters of the season, he just took over like at an unreal level where he would just be off killing people, and you would check the scoreboard and he'd have like double the kills of anyone else on the team, and he's playing like essentially 1v4 because he's not even like sticking with the team. He's going out to like try to disrupt, but he's still just tearing it up. And so his ability to not only be that disruptor, but also to really understand our team dynamic and the strategy. He's so good at recognizing, like on a payload, he might be disrupting, and then he hears the carts down, and he's the one to rush over, get on the cart, keep it moving. So he's been so integral, and I just appreciate how much he's worked on improving and keeping at it.
Thank you for saying that, Gassy. But I don't think we're also going to ignore that 93 deaths on yellow. But then there's also having that balanced out with 21k. You have an idea how much of a stroke I had when we looked at the scoreboard?
that was pretty bonkers. I do remember that. All right, Saldev, you're up.
Wait. I gotta go soon, so I'll.
Okay, go for it.
Have one.
Go on.
You don't have one?
How about?
This is Tor.
One time my team wiped against.
What was that?
Babe, I think.
It was Darkman.
Darkmoon. There sorry.
Anytime you team wiped against who?
Vibe, I think. I don't remember.
Vibe. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
I just want to know that at your age, you should be able to remember every single moment.
He's right.
My favorite Dark Moon moment
Remember
is
things. You and laugh.
Moon. Your best moment was instrumental in winning the sudden death against Vibe on that great map.
Dark
I
Moon,
forgot that.
your best moment was your Dasher series. That was awesome.
Yeah, my dash series was pretty swell.
It's not easy when you got lawyers and everybody.
My favorite
trying
Dark
to censor what
Moon
you're
moment was when he accidentally showed his face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That one was nice. You guys want to see it again?
Let's go.
Show us the whole squad.
Smile for the camera.
Smile.
Yeah, let's get the whole squad in there.
RDF makers, take a group screenshot photo. Your camera's on.
Oh, we got it.
That's his face.
Nice.
Someone screenshotting that so we can use it.
That's
blackmail.
damn
playing in
jam
the
that killed me
garage?
7,000 times this season.
Must be cold in there.
I can't
Some big
screenshot
ears.
that. I end up on a list.
I don't know what you're so afraid of. Damn.
Laggy,
Actually.
do it.
Hey, but thank you so much, Dark Moon, for being here, and congratulations for
Yeah,
being on
congratulations.
the TBD on now called.
Did you guys notice the
Determined?
light he had for his tracking?
No, what was that?
So who we got? We got Style Dev now.
Style Dev.
Yeah, so the best play I had was as a captain, so it wasn't caught on stream per se. That was handing the reins over to Altimian anytime we played Yellow/Waterway with his amazing strategy to pull out wins on that map. I think that was my best play.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
My best play was Altimian is good.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand.
No. I handed over the captain's reins, meaning I didn't captain those matches. Altimian did.
Even if he was
Okay,
playing.
so when you played against Ark and you lost out Yellow, and then you said, yeah, it's because I gave it to Altimian? Or what?
I'm pretty sure we beat them on Yellow.
Ooh.
We lost on Payload, I believe.
They didn't beat us on Yellow.
No, we beat them both matches. We were happy to not go to control point against UNSC. We were terrified of that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
we did not want to do a control point against them. That
I'm
is true.
pulling up the team stats here real quick.
Oh boy.
All right,
Yeah,
Lat,
we had some good yellow stats.
favorite play, man.
So when you were talking about the payload, last second checkpoints earlier. So in the other versus TBD match, I was on that payload I took it into overtime. It had 7 seconds of overtime. I think I got 3 or 4 kills, or something like that to stretch it until our team could respawn and get to the payload. Once I died, someone else hopped on, and we rode it for like 15 seconds of overtime to get to the checkpoint.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was amazing.
That was
That's-
incredible.
Yeah.
That has to be my favorite team play because that just took everyone doing more than could be asked of them in that situation. Just like the speed in which Lat hit that, controlled it. I think OK hit it right after, and it was just everyone sacrificing, and also just the speed. Like people, I don't think I've seen the team move from spawn to the cart that fast before ever. Like we were all just like blazing through our dashes just to hit the cart. And that was just a remarkable team victory.
You see where the cart started at that overtime, and you immediately, like being on blue team, you're like, oh crap, we lost. That's it. And then it just doesn't end, and it doesn't end, and it's like the cart moved so far in those 15 seconds, like no one could have expected that to happen. So it was awesome. Everyone got there just at the right time. So yeah, coming together like that was great. It was fun to see, and it was fun to do.
Yeah.
And my favorite moment for
that
that
was incredible.
was when he was on the elites, and the next thing I know, he was on other.
Dude, hey, no, I thought you were just gonna bring something up because I was just gonna say my favorite play of Lat's was his initiation game onto other when it was against Vibe, and I jumped up. He shot me off the second story with a shotgun, and then instead of waiting for the next people to come in, he jumped down and went over to my body and shot my body off the ledge.
That's nasty.
That's my favorite play, man. I didn't even notice that he did it until I went back and watched it, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And it just happened to coincide. It happened to coincide with you guys talking on the cast about whether or not you think Lat's gonna join other, and then he's like, "Do you think he's gonna join other?" And he went and launched me off the ledge.
Ironically, that's also the moment that we knew we wanted him to join other.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Makers.
Perfecto.
Makers, since you've done so many casts, can you do one for yourself and your favorite overall, or a couple favorites overall?
What, as far as an actual cast, like moments of Dash?
Well, I just mean since you've been on like
plays
most
that
of the
one play that you did yourself, and then maybe one play that you remember from a cast that was a favorite of yours.
You've seen almost as many as Dre has.
Well, the plays that in my brain stick out are more from a strategic point of view, seeing something that we've discussed and planned and practiced actually come to fruition and succeed and work. That to me is what sticks in my brain more than going on a kill streak or clearing a payload or any of these like small individual things. That's really what sticks out in my mind because that's so satisfying to to try to anticipate. That's the chess match of this game. Fine, we can pull triggers and just be good killers, but that other part of this game is what kind of makes the league why the bar is so high compared to lobby play. And so we've had to constantly keep pushing it because everybody was getting so good so quickly, applying so many different strategies, doing so many different things. That to me was the most appealing part of the season, was not just one other team stepping it up, but all you guys stepping it up and bringing different flavors of different things and having to account for that and having to watch your matches and see what you guys are doing and see what you may do. All these type of things to me is the best part of the league. And then having to do that against not just other UNSC ARC and like Vibe and the top guys that we all know, but like worrying about team name and some of these other teams where it's like you have to take a look at like how they play. And it's been a really awesome time just watching, and I know we didn't actually play team name and that does kind of suck, but I did have to sit there and take a look at their talent and their skill, what they do good and what they don't do well. And that, to me, that's fun of this league. I'm sure
I've taken everything seriously, but it's hard for me to fathom that people actually went back and watched casts of other teams playing. I don't know. I never. Did you?
Seriously? Oh my god.
I mean, I expect people to do that. I just never did, but I guess that's just Vibes mentality. This is Vibes, man. Forget I brought it up. You guys are all nerds.
I watched all the playoff
Hey,
teams.
Fanny, you can't talk about Hyperdash while playing Population 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed mine.
Yeah, there's
I'll
only
say
so much that you can take by watching a stream through your nose hole, Fat.
Just kidding.
Dog, I
my
play
favorite play was behind the
every
scenes.
game.
I watched every single match of all the best teams, and my best plays were selecting who to put in for each match.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for letting me redo that.
That's a big thing, yeah, too. And I think that captains don't get appreciation, even the ones that like don't play as much. But just the dynamic of, and I have to say,
more than what you need.
Yeah, Worthen and Awe, especially, I've been the one that selected a lot of the game day rosters, but I talk a lot of that through with Awe, and he gives his insight about how someone's performed against individual teams or specific play styles, or who's on a good run right now, who's going to work well with the other team members in certain situations. And so, that's captaining. It's the nitty gritty that doesn't always get the glory. What was that?
I'm talking about you specifically. You get way too much credit.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely get too much credit. That's fair. But yeah, just how some of these captains are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but are not don't get as much of the glory in terms of making those plays in game and getting the recognition in the same way that some of their team members may.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
also,
I remember
I'm
when
not
I
a
used to
captain,
be
so I'm
good.
just saying.
Shout out to the captains.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that because Lat was saying on mine where I was saying I made that play to give all Timmy and the coaching reins. We have tied for the most number of wins on yellow with TBD, which is 7.
Okay.
Well,
Five is in third place with 6 wins on Waterway.
Suck it.
All right.
And we didn't have
Your play.
My play. Well, I mean, we have like 5 team other members in here, so a lot of my favorite plays kind of coincide with what has already been said. I kind of loved holding back TM&M in our game on that quarry. Just they were just battering us, and we just kept on getting back through those counters. It was wild and anxiety-inducing, but yeah, and just in general, my favorite part of this entire thing was just the journey of going through being like a rookie who's never played any video game competitively, and going from the FATSB tournament all the way to now. It's been fun. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Roy was one of the pickups that we knew was going to be a solid pickup, but I think we still underestimated him when he came into our team. We have a specific dynamic on Other Witches that the team always goes first. So we want obviously skilled individual players, but more than that, we want someone that's willing to focus on the team, and also just be a really good social member of the team. It's a tight-knit group that we have, and that's who Boyroy has been. He's a really awesome dude, as I'm sure all of you guys know, but he also has just really quickly took to playing for the team, making the plays, making the decisions that probably get you killed, probably hurt your KD ratio, aren't necessarily sexy or glorious, but help the team be in a position to win the match. And so him and Laggy and Tor, and especially we're talking about OK being nominated for most improved player. OK has been, since season 0, has been my right hand man, because he's always there to clean up the messes. Like, he always does what's needed to happen in order to hold the team's goal in hand and keep it within reach. And that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but it does show up in the win column.
Yeah, he's the silent protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was
Sorry
awesome.
about that. My phone died.
Get that.
I don't think you cared.
I
that
just
was
want to
gone, but-
apologize to one upgrade that I did not take the time to fluff him after he was done talking about his best play. So I owe you one.
Give him a little fluff.
I can redo it.
Fat.
Who are we on to?
What about you, Fathead? The honorable Fathead?
Am I the last one? Did Tor, Boyroy, Total Max Out's in here?
It's going in order.
We're going down in order.
Total Max Out's got a Total Max Out's got a question after we do this.
Okay.
And then I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
I'm confused as to what we're doing in the first place.
All right. So, my favorite moments were the yoga instruction classes that I gave at the start of some of the matches. And only comes second in moments to the very first time I came up with Vibe on 63, because it was fucking hilarious. I was like, all right, Team Vibe, get over here. Everybody put your hands in. Everyone put their hands in. I'm like, all right, Vibe on 63. And I think it was against TMNM or someone, but they were all just standing there by the button waiting for us. And I was like, all right, Vibe on 63. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
It keeps on going.
And yeah, but I went all the way to
keep going.
63. And it was so fucking funny, that fucking shit. But my favorite plays of mine, every single time
you already did 2 moments, you get 1 play.
Every single time that they ever happened, after the shit, I'd be like, Dre, did you catch that when I cleared all of the point? I killed all 5 of them and capped it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't know. Like, shit. So none of them were captured, but I will say, play-wise, was the whole entire control point against TBD when it was neck and neck and we were behind by 68 in the second half. And all of the commentators said, okay, it's pretty much over. It's pretty clear at this point. Vibe is going to take the loss here. And I've never before in my life in a video game gone, let's go! Hey, gonna fucking go! And I fucking screamed. I was like, come on, motherfuckers, get that button! Get that button! And we did, and we got it. And yeah, I was pretty much high for about like 6 hours after that off the rush from that game.
And also because of the weed, I imagine.
Yeah. That probably. Yeah. You're right.
You're right. Yeah. No, but that was,
All right.
I remember that moment. That was a dope moment.
All right,
We're playing Among Us VR chat right after this, just so you know, anyone that's in here that wants to play or anyone that's listening that wants to play, we're going to play Among Us VR chat. Don't play Pop 1, play Among Us VR chat. Do it. It's so fun. It's so fucking fun.
One.
All right,
Fathead, screw off. Tor, your turn.
Favorite plays of this season was probably, first one that comes to mind was immediately after in our match against Ark. Right after they got the checkpoint, but before I was kicked for 2 minutes, I was behind them, just peppering them with shocks for a solid, 30 to 45 seconds, slowing the cart down to a crawl, and then.
I don't know if people noticed this, but at that point after checkpoint, Tor was like 27-4, and we were like waiting in our spots where we're like getting ready for them to start pushing on us, and then nobody came. And we were really confused, and I just hear Tor laughing. He's like, I'm murdering them all!
There were some Rico moments there.
Yeah.
If Rico spoke.
I think Fathead had that glitch too. He got past the team. Like, he just warped to level 69 and was like on the other side.
Yeah. that arc match I had a ball with. I could think of a few moments. I started off the match with like 4 shocked kills as well.
Hey, but be careful with those glitches, man. The glitch hunters are coming to come for you.
Oh, he was.
yeah.
I wasn't using any fucking glitch. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
I got my eye on you.
Good at the game, okay? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
CT, do you want to go tell your favorite moment in your career?
For UNSC wise or personally?
Just,
UNSC, like league play.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know.
It's been so long.
I know, sadly, but one thing I do remember.
One game this season.
I know, because my internet's been trash. Anyway, one thing I can remember, UNSC wise, I think we were going up against. Oh God, who's Mr. V on? I don't even remember. HHI. We were going up against HHI, and Mr. V and I don't think he's in here, no. But we were going up toe to toe, like of course sniper moment and all that. He's got his shield and sniper, and I'm just trying to like take him out. And it was a solid like 30-35 seconds where we're just jumping back and forth trying to get a hit on each other.
I had something similar with him on Old Blue. I think you guys actually got that on stream of me. Oh wait, no, this was actually in a pub match where we were just going down the cross rail in lobby, just with both shields, trying to pick each other off.
Oh wow.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Was CT? Did you play on that game versus Vibe this season with Fathead? Where was that the time that he complained about your internet connection? Or was that Firelight?
I think a few people
never
complained about his
CT.
internet.
I never complained about CT. He didn't play at all against him. That was
I
Firelight.
did- was it Firelight? Okay.
Extremely warranted. Extremely warranted. And
Hey, didn't we drop Firelight for you per your request without a hassle and still beat you?
without a hassle. He said, without a hassle, he said. Without a hassle.
One more thing. If I have one more experience, it was going up against Vibe with Fathead. All right, and not just to brag or anything, but basically, my internet was bad at that time, and of course, Fathead, I don't know, he'll say he wasn't, but he was complaining about it and everything. But one time, somehow something flipped, and I was able to get like 35 hits on him. Like, instead of me I don't know how to phrase this. I can't talk. Instead of me freezing, he froze, and I was able to pretty much get him as well as like 3 other people. Kind of like Matrix style.
So you're
everybody
justifying
froze.
me in saying that your internet was so bad that you were able to lag kill 35 hits.
Yes, it did a full 360.
Cool.
My internet was so bad, it was good. Everybody froze, and I was able to just jump from one person to the next, just instantly killing them.
That's hilarious.
Well, I will say on behalf of the mod team, you know, anyone that's lagging it out and getting kills through lag, we don't find acceptable, except if you're killing Fat, and that's fine.
Okay.
Or if you're super laggy, through the power of lag, I will defeat you.
Through the power of lag. Yeah,
The
Dre.
power of lag compels you.
With the bells in the background.
This is the fade out music, Dre.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, gentlemen, I do have to take off here, unfortunately.
Hey, but wait a minute.
Before we go,
Toto had a question.
Division 2 player Total Max Out has a question here.
Ooh.
Wherever he
Don't
is.
talk down to him like that.
He's
Don't
new.
talk to me like that.
introducing himself.
Division
All right,
2
Total Max
player.
Out, what's up?
He ain't even.
He
He's just unmuted, so if he's speaking, we can't hear him.
Total, we can't hear you, man.
You're totally
maxed
out.
He totally maxed out.
Probably his microphone settings. Hit the gear and switch it over.
Yep, he's spamming.
I don't have
He's
a
trying. He's trying.
Here, you type your question, and I'll read it in your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait to hear this.
So, you guys don't look. You guys don't look, and I'll ask the question for him. Okay? Don't look.
Oh God, I can't wait to hear this.
Am I here?
Yes, you're here.
Okay, awesome. I just had to switch my thing. Sorry.
Okay, are you guys boxers or briefs? There, that was his question.
Fathead, shut up. Would someone mute Fathead? Jesus Christ.
I'll mute Fathead Gatsby.
Yes, please do.
There we
Play
go.
Among Us VR chat, everybody.
All right, I'm coming, Fat.
All right, so what's the question, babe?
Question was, I don't remember when you were talking about it, but sometime you were talking about how you would be sad if this game went Major League. Do you think that that's possible? And that, like, what would you do if it did?
What do you mean by Major League? Do you want to clarify that?
Probably Vermal.
Like VRML?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if other people want to cover this. I'll answer first. I don't know if I would even consider VRML to be necessarily Major League, but I do think that at this point, the game still has to be launched. We're a ways away from that. Anything that grows the community, I think, is a positive thing. And there's going to be negatives. We've seen this with a lot of games that go from like a beta to a full release. You're going to have people that are not great. You're going to have trolls and young kids that don't know how to behave online, things like that. But you're also going to get a lot of other really cool people that are going to play the game and are going to be awesome parts of the community. And so I think that the mindset for at least the mod team and myself has been, as much as we can do to create a tight-knit community, and then as more people come in, to be able to add the people that show that they have a vested interest, that they have that they're not assholes, that they're caring about the community, they have good sportsmanship, things like that. The more we can add to it, the better this gets. If we can have 20 teams,
Yeah, for sure.
that are all good people, that's all a positive thing.
Hey, I gotta
and
walk
that
out the
doesn't mean
door
it's not gonna-
right this second. I'm sorry. I gotta walk out the door right this second. I love you guys. Season 1 was awesome.
See you
Love
later.
you too. Playing with you guys. See you later.
See you
later.
But yeah, the more that we can focus on creating the strong bond that we have in the community now, the easier it's going to be to transition through some of the more unpredictable patches as this game expands and more people come in. But I don't see any of that
Yeah,
as a
I
bad
get
thing.
that.
It's just going to be a new challenge.
Plus, why would we
Yeah.
want to do that when we could do something amazing over here? Look at what we've done so far.
Yeah,
what
for
we've
sure.
had.
You're right.
With these awesome people, with these creative minds. Look at the freedom we've had, and the commission, this bitch has been doing a great job of holding it down.
Oh, yeah.
And the teams have been doing a great job of upping the competition, and all the casters and everybody. I think it's a great community we've built over here for sure.
Yep.
I think that this is for sure the best competitive VR game that I've ever played, and I'm really excited to see how it takes off once it's released.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
I heard Gatsby's answer, and I just say, to hit your question exactly on the head of does this game have the potential to go big time? I think
That wasn't the question, but okay.
yeah, pretty much. He said, "What would you do if it
Yeah.
did?" He said, "What would you do if it did?" And do you think it has the potential to? Out of everything that I've played so far on virtual reality, even Pop 1, it's an amazing game. Pop 1 is an amazing game, but it's really quick little slow matches or quick matches.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
is like straight up competitive team, has to be communicating, has plans, has plays that they run, has group. It's a whole different level of play.
It's a different
and it's
beast.
also got an amazing developer behind it who's vocal. And it's got a community already built in an alpha. Like Haroon said at the very start in his little opening video, it's amazing to them that they have already got this in an alpha. It's nuts.
Yeah,
That's
we're
how
gonna
much
come out
potential this
swinging,
game
man.
has.
Oh, yeah.
It's going
You just wait
to
until this
get
thing
big.
releases.
Oh,
That-
Of
yeah,
any
that's what I'm
game
saying.
in virtual
It's
reality, it's got the most
gonna be
potential.
huge.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard people.
Huge.
Yeah, I've heard people compare this game a lot, and I'll second this. I feel like this could be really the Overwatch of VR. I mean, I've heard a lot
Exactly,
of
yeah.
between Hyperdash and Overwatch. I think this has the potential for that.
Honestly, I think it could be the League of Legends of VR. Like that game is huge, and like this, yeah.
I think it'd be the Super Mario Brothers of
Ooh,
virtual reality.
classic.
And we're gonna have dope characters, and one of them is gonna be Classic Scout, where he's gonna say "Valve, please fix," and he's gonna be like at a keyboard. I'm gonna love it. Hey, sorry to end this. I know we're having fun, but I gotta get the hell out of here. I appreciate all you guys and everything. There you go.
All right.
Thank you so much to everybody here in the booth. 1% Classic Scout. Yes.
All right, everyone, peace out.
Lord, Makers, Boy Roy, Fathead, Tor, Total Max, and CT.
Woo!
Shout outs to Triangle
Awesome
Factory.
stuff.
Shout outs to Commission This Bitch Lat. Shout outs to Lord for my frosty balls. Shout outs to all the Patreon subscribers. Shout outs to everybody who helped me out along the way. The teams. Shout outs to Ascend VR for the intro. Go subscribe to their channel. Shout outs to my team, Makers, Percent, Tuscadero, the Boss Sage, Fathead, everybody. Shout outs. If I'm missing you, I'm sorry. Shout outs to the clan.
And
the
a big
teams.
shout out to Dre.
Phoenix.
Shout out to Dre Day. Absolutely.
Let's go play Division 2 Phoenix. Let's get to it. Let's have fun. As long as we can have fun, I'm playing. If you guys stop having fun, I'm walking away. I'll run away.
You bet we're getting to Division 2.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's do that.
I can't wait.
And there better be
Okay.
better not be no SMG rule. And shout out to everybody. Thank you so much, man.
All right.
I love you guys.
Later, Dre.
Thank you so much for a good time.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're the man.
Hey, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Later. I'll join you, Fat. By the way.
I'll join you too, Fat.
Okay.